Hello and welcome to Thought for July the 16th. Our readings are 1 Samuel chapter 31, Jeremiah chapter 6 and Matthew chapter 17. Our thought is, if you have faith like a grain of mustard seed. Only Jesus had perfect faith, but he gives a very useful lesson to his disciples in today's chapter 17 of Matthew. He had come down from the mountain on which he had been with his three chosen disciples, and in the meantime the other disciples had been unable to heal an epileptic boy that an anxious father had brought to them. They had reason to expect they would be able to perform a healing, as they had earlier performed healings when Jesus sent the 12 out to proclaim the kingdom. Heal the sick, they were told in chapter 10, verse 7 and 8, among the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They had the faith then to do it, but they had been specially commissioned by Jesus to do so. This time Jesus calls them faithless. How long am I to be with you? Verse 17. And heals the boy instantly. Verse 18. They asked Jesus why they were unable to heal. And he says, because of your little faith, verse 20. And then he makes a remarkable statement. If you have faith like a grain of mustard seed, you will say, and he goes on. Now, a mustard seed grows because it has been divinely programmed to grow into a mustard bush. That book tells us grew as high as a horse's head, as long as it is fed and watered, as the hymn goes, sometimes needing the help of humans. So it is faith in what has been divinely programmed. Now note what Jesus adds. You will say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible for you. Jesus is making a particular point. Sometimes Bible readers talk of faith to move mountains, but Jesus does not say faith to move any mountain. He says faith to move this mountain. And there is a particular mountain in Israel that God is going to move. It is programmed to happen, like the mustard seed. Do we really believe the prophets with all our heart? It is prophesied on that day when his feet shall stand on the Mount of Olives, so that one half of the mountain shall move northward, and the other half shall move southward. Zechariah 14 verse 4. This mountain will move. Recall the words of the two men in white robes, the angels, to the astonished disciples who watched Jesus ascend from the Mount of Olives. This Jesus will come in the same way as you have seen him go into heaven. Acts 1 verse 11. That time will be utterly awesome, just like the experience of those chosen disciples on the mount that we read today. When Jesus was transfigured, they fell on their faces and were terrified. Verse 7. In the future, those with true faith will hear Jesus saying something like he said to those three disciples, rise and have no fear. What is our faith like? What wonders awaits those with a genuine faith that Jesus will reward? For nothing will be impossible in God's kingdom. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.